two men who are licensed to thrill when they played their cricket, and they're licensed to thrill when they join us here on the Headlines Today studio. Sourav Ganguly, the former Indian captain, Nikhil Chopra, the former Indian off-spinner. And also remember, for you, or rather for us, you matter. And that is why we've created this special wall, your pitch, your wall. You can tweet us on at Headlines Today or on at Sports Quarter, and we'll put your tweets out. All right, let's take a look. This is Naveen. Looks like Ben Loughton will debut for CSK today. Stats look very average, but then CSK are short of fast bowlers. CSK versus MI, Dhoni and company are ready to roar, and we fans are ready to whistle Podu. Obviously, that's a CSK fan. MI3 are going to capsize CSK today because MI is the best IPL team. A lot of people in Chennai will have something else to say. We'll ask our viewers, or rather our producers, to move this on. And I'm supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Who are you supporting? Tahseen Rahman. So even though Kolkata might not be playing today, it doesn't make a difference. Their fans are actually making sure that they're heard on Twitter. What we'll do now is go across to Sourav Ganguly. And my first question, Dada, it promises to be a blockbuster, doesn't it?
Terrific sides. The last time they met in Chennai, Mumbai beat them. They've had the better of Chennai last year twice. So it's going to be a very good game between two top sides in this tournament. Mumbai were unlucky to lose the game against Royal Challengers Bangalore the other night, but they'll have to play differently. They'll have to play a lot more attacking cricket. They'll have to take a lot more risks if they have to get past Chennai or for that matter, go far forward in this tournament.
At fair point, and Nikhil, you'd agree with what Dada is saying.
Oh, without a doubt. When you have a batting lineup like that, when Mitchell Johnson's coming in batting at number 9, he's no mug with the bat. You know, you give him an opportunity, he can get you those quick fire 20s and 30s. I guess the first 6 overs between Tendulkar and Ponting, one of them's got to decide who's going to be the aggressor, try and capitalize on the first 6 overs. At Chennai, it's going to be a fantastic batting strip, so you got to make the most of it.
Now, when you take a look at that team, take a look at those names. There's Murli Vijay, there's Ravichandran Ashwin, there's MS Dhoni. All of them in fantastic form, and there's Ravindra Jadeja as well. In the series against Australia, they were in absolutely brilliant form, and which means that CSK will definitely be very, very difficult to beat. Can't say the same about Mumbai Indians though.
You never know. I think CSK is also a beatable side. We saw last year they played outstandingly well at the end to scrape through, and they've done that in the past as well. You remember the IPL before last season where they had to win the last game in Dharamshala, and Dhoni played a blinder in the last few overs to win the game. Even last season they managed to scrape through. Then they won the quarterfinals, semi-finals. They lost to Mumbai Indians in the league format, but then went on to beat them in the semi-finals. So they've had their times, but they are a big match team. You know, every time they've been under pressure, they've somehow scraped through. So that's been the strength of Chennai Super Kings. On the other hand, Mumbai, every time they've gone to the big games, they've lost. They've lost a final. They've lost few semi-finals. So that's the difference between the two sides when it comes to big games. But at the present moment, at the league stage, Mumbai is capable of beating Chennai, or rather each one of them is capable of beating each other. Chennai is playing at home, so in spite of them losing last year to Mumbai Indians, I think they will still be the favourites going into this game.
And Nikhil, there's Suresh Raina there. I talked about those 4 names. I missed out Suresh Raina because he didn't play that test series. But that man's custom built for the IPL. He just plants his front foot and goes through the line of the ball there, and you can't see it. You can't see it after
But
that.
it's not as easy as you make it sound. But yes, you know,
He makes it look so easy.
Well, true. He's a phenomenal talent. You know, he's one man. You know, you can go and probably compare him with some of the biggest hitters around in the IPL because he strikes it so clean.
And he's a pint-sized player.
Yeah, and he times it so beautifully. You know. That makes all the difference. You might not have the brutal power, but if you can go out there and time that cricket ball, you'll still get the boundaries. And in this format, if the boundaries keep coming at will, you know, you've got special talent.
All right, let's talk about Mumbai, Dada. And there's no Lasith Malinga again, but Mitchell Johnson ensured in the last game that they didn't miss him too much. But this time around, you know, it's going to be a different ball game altogether. There's obviously some strategy issues that Mumbai need to sort out with their batting order first.
Yeah, I think Mitchell Johnson is a good bet for Mumbai in this team. Mumbai made a mistake, or rather Ponting made a mistake of not bowling him his full quota of overs in the last game. He bowled 3 overs, and I was surprised to see Munaf Patel get the last over, where Mitchell Johnson is much quicker. He bowls good Yorkers, and you needed pace in front of Chris Gale. I think he's done a very good job, and I agree with you that Mumbai Indians need to change their batting order. They are wasting Kieron Pollard for the last 3 years. They'll have to put him up the order. They'll have to make him bat at number 4 or any time after 10 overs. 10 overs finish, Kieron Pollard has to get in, because if he gets set, he'll win you 6 out of 10 games, and that's what Mumbai Indians need. So they'll have to think about this strategy also. They bat very deep. You know, they've got Jacob Oram coming at 8, Mitchell Johnson at 7. So people like Tendulkar and Ponting at the top need to play a lot more shots, because there's enough batting in that batting order to change the game if wickets fall early. So they'll have to play a bit more positively at the top. Right throughout last season and even this year as well, in the first game, they are a little behind in the first 6 overs, which is so important in T20 cricket.
Right, and then there's Sachin Tendulkar. There is no way that you can talk about a match that involves Sachin Tendulkar and there is a stat that you can't actually throw at viewers. So I will certainly throw this one to you. He's actually the top scorer in matches between the two sides with 353 runs at an average of 44.12. Obviously, a lot of it has to do with the fact that he loves batting at the chip-off. But Dada, do you think that Tendulkar and Ponting, two of the biggest names there are in world cricket, batting together, maybe they'll just be a little more cautious when they come out to open?
Yeah, they were a bit cautious in the last game, there's no doubt about it, but also the wicket did a bit early on with the new ball in the last game. So I can understand their mindset, but in Chennai on this flat pitch, there's going to be no grass, there's going to be good bounce. As you said, Tendulkar plays well in Chennai, they'll have to keep the run rate going. First 6 overs, they'll have to finish anything between 54 and 60, because with the batting they have, they've got Rohit Sharma, Raidu, Karthik, Pollard, Mitchell Johnson at 7, Jacob Oram at 8, Harbhajan Singh at 9. You know, that's a massive batting lineup, and you don't expect to get out in 20 overs with so many batsmen. So from that point of view, you need them to play shots early on at the top of the order.
Right, and quickly, Nikhil, your pick for this game?
Well, you know, I'd like to say Mumbai because they're you know, one of the teams that I'm backing this time around, but with the kind of mistakes that they're making, I'd say I'd go with Chennai Super Kings, because you got 2 match winners, they don't get to bat, Kieron Pollard and Jacob Oram. So, you know, this one I'll go with CSK.
And you know what, Dada's actually put his colours on his shirt, but I'll still ask him that question. Dada, which team would you be backing for this one?
To be honest, you know, day before yesterday I backed Mumbai Indians, they lost. Yesterday I backed Pune Warriors, they lost. So I don't know who to back today.
No, you back whoever you're backing. I'm sure the punters who are watching know who to place the bet on then.
But I think Chennai at home will be a strong team to beat.
All right, so both our experts believe that Chennai are the stronger team simply for the fact that Mumbai are not getting their strategy right.